Welcome to the box office movie clips. Friends, in the previous episode we saw how an unknown virus spread and killed all humans on Earth. But somewhere Philip, a man, survived. And kept wandering here and there in search of humans. But when he found no one, he got distressed and decided to end his life. But then he saw smoke coming from behind a hill. Philip quickly went there and saw that a woman was still alive whose name was Carol. Philip brought Carol home with him. But due to her weird antics and constant chatter, he got very annoyed and told her to live in another house. But then one day Carol told him that our meeting is not a coincidence, but we have been brought together for a purpose, and that purpose is to increase the population on Earth. Now Philip first refused to do all this with her, but later he also started feeling like it, so he agreed, after which he and Carol got married. And started living happily together. Now for a few days everything went very well. But then one day they met a girl whose name was Melissa. Melissa was so beautiful that Philip fell for her the moment he saw her and started making unsuccessful attempts to impress her. He even got his beard shaved so that Melissa would start having feelings for him. Then one day when Philip and Melissa were drinking beer together, Melissa in intoxication told him that now I have become tired of living alone. I also have some needs that I want to fulfill. Hearing this, Philip became happy and thought that perhaps Melissa also wants to have a honeymoon with him. So he went to Carol to ask for divorce. But he couldn't do that because he did not want to hurt her feelings. Meanwhile on the other side we saw an Audi coming in which the person sitting saw a board outside Philip's town, on which Philip had written that one human is still alive, seeing which he headed towards that town. There at night all three partied. During which Carol told Melissa that before marriage Philip had told me that even if I was the last woman left on Earth he would not have a honeymoon with me. But then 2 days later I don't know what happened. We both got married. Then their drinks finished, so Carol went to get more drinks. As soon as she left, Philip told Melissa, "So what did you think about what you said to me that you are dying to have a honeymoon with someone?" Melissa said that I just said that in intoxication. Did you tell that to Carol too? He said no, this secret will remain only between us two. Hearing this, Melissa became happy. Then Carol also came back with drinks and told Melissa that now Philip and I have to go have our honeymoon. Because the responsibility of increasing population on Earth is on us. But Philip didn't like this, so he told Carol, "Why did you say this in front of Melissa?" But Carol ignored his words and said, "Come, let's do labor because we have to produce many children." Then, next day Philip went to meet his friends and told them, "Look guys, I really want to increase population. But this work can happen even faster if I make both these girls pregnant together." After that he went straight to Melissa and asked her, "Do you really think that population should increase?" She said yes, human population should definitely increase. But Philip took some wrong meaning from it and came jumping happily to Carol. Said, "My love, today a dirty thought came to my mind that to increase population I will have to make Melissa pregnant too." He was telling her in such a way as if he was not at all interested in having a honeymoon with Melissa. But meanwhile Carol had understood that Philip is dying to get intimate with Melissa. So she clearly told him, "I don't want to see you with Melissa." Philip said, "You yourself said that you want as many children as possible. But when they grow up, then what? Do you want them to start having honeymoons among themselves?" Now hearing this, Carol got into thought and asked for some time from him. Philip said, "Yes, you must think about it, that our children will have fun among themselves or with Melissa's children." Hearing Melissa's name, Carol asked, "Have you already talked to her about this?" He said, "No, I don't need to talk to her. She is anyway ready to take anyone." Carol said, "Anyone or you? I know everything. You yourself are dying to have fun with her. Now get out of my house." After that she pushed him out of the house and went to Melissa and told her all Philip's words. Then Melissa came to Philip and asked him, "What all did you tell Carol?" He said, "I didn't tell anything." Melissa said, "You told her everything, that I want to get labor done in my field with your axe. While I had told you that day I said all that in intoxication, and you know what Carol said to me? I want to snatch you from her." Philip said, "Wait, let me think what all I said." On which Melissa abused him and left from there. Then at night Philip tried to impress both of them. "Look guys, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said such things to you people." But both of them didn't listen to any of his words. And when he kept apologizing continuously for 4 to 5 hours, then both called him inside to meet. Carol said, "We both thought a lot about this, and we have decided that if we have to increase population, then why don't you have a honeymoon with Melissa too?" Philip said, "Look, guys, now don't make fun of me." Carol said, "No, we thought a lot, and I don't want our children to do labor among themselves. It would be better that our children do labor with Melissa's children." Then Philip said, yes, you are absolutely right. I am ready. Come, let's do it quickly. Carol said. First listen to the full thing, darling. Actually, we have made a rule, 3 days a week. And while doing it with her, you should not enjoy it all, and once she gets pregnant, then you will have no physical relation with her. He said. Yes, I have understood everything well. I respect these rules and will do this work with full hard work and honesty. After that he ran to his house and started shouting loudly, wow guys, fun has come. Now there will be breaking and smashing. Then next morning Carol came to Philip's house and giving him dry fruits said, eat these so that you can make her pregnant properly. After that at night he took Melissa to a deserted place, where he had decorated a bed very beautifully under the open sky. Along with that he also gave her dark chocolates to eat. But then Melissa pounced on Philip and started kissing him. But Philip pushed her away from himself and said tonight is very special. After that he sang a song for her and did fireworks, which did nothing. Just the Audi that was going towards the town saw those fireworks and started coming towards it. There Philip was preparing to have honeymoon. But then that car arrived there, from which a fat man named Todd got down. Seeing him, both went into shock. Where did this guy come from? Their Todd had not seen any human for 2 years, so seeing both of them, he became very happy. Said, I was just leaving this town when I saw fireworks and turned my car here. Seeing this Philip got irritated and said, okay, so you came here to ask for directions. Todd said, I am sorry. I disturbed you people. On which Melissa said, oh no problem, we weren't doing any important work anyway. Then Philip took Melissa aside and said, what are you saying? Our honeymoon, what will happen to it? Melissa said, now we have one more man to do this work. After that Philip went and told all these things to Carol. Hearing which she also became very happy, that good thing we got one more man. Melissa will have honeymoon with him and you won't need to do labor in 2 places. After that all 4 sat together, where Todd told them that I came here after reading the board outside the town. Along with that he told them that my favorite movie is Jishi Ka by Jishi Ki-jon. Melissa said, man, this is my favorite too. Then Philip also jumped in and said, this is my favorite too, while he hadn't even watched that movie. Then Carol said, Philip, your favorite movie is Godfather, right? He said, are you crazy or something? Godfather is some movie. Jishi Ka by Jishi Ki-jon is the best movie in the world. Shah Rukh did in it. Melissa said, okay, tell which scene of that movie do you like? Philip said, let me think, there are many good scenes in that movie. Then Carol asked, have you even watched that movie? On which Todd said, brother, you should watch that movie. What a wonderful movie it is. Then Philip, teasing him, asked, brother, how much is your weight? 200 or 300 kilograms. He said, my weight is 150 kilograms, and this is not from now but from childhood, and you are not the first to make fun of me today. In school, everyone used to make fun of me. Hearing this, everyone started feeling sympathy for him. Then Melissa said, don't worry. Those who made fun of you are all dead now. Todd said, thank you. But I am very tired, so I should sleep. After they left, Philip said, you people know in childhood people used to make fun of me too. But it didn't make any difference to Melissa, and she also went to sleep. Then next day Carol sent Todd and Melissa out to set them up. Philip said, I will also go with you people. But then Carol made excuse of being sick and said, no, you stay here and take care of me. There Todd and Melissa went out and had a lot of fun, and Philip, whose jealousy was burning, started keeping an eye on both of them. Said, please Melissa, don't fall in love with this Todd. But meanwhile Melissa had almost got set with Todd. After that Philip went to meet Carol, who told him that Melissa was telling me that she will go out with Todd again. Hearing this, Philip's senses flew away. He said, then we should also go with her, so that we can see how far their relationship has progressed. Hearing this, Carol also got ready to go with both of them. Further, Philip again teased Todd, saying, brother, come, let's play tennis by removing clothes. On which Todd also removed his clothes without shame. Now Philip thought that seeing Todd naked, Melissa will feel disgusted. But then Melissa asked him, what is this mark on your stomach? Todd said that I donated my kidney to my stepbrother, but it didn't suit him, so he died. Saying this, he left from there crying, after which Melissa also started going behind him. Now Philip, who had habit of interfering in everything, also went to see that their Melissa was kissing Todd. Then Carol came there and said, this is very good. Finally these two became one. Hearing this, Philip thought that finally fate kicked my ass. Then that same night Philip went to Melissa's house so that he could provoke her against Todd. Said, you shouldn't trust fat people so easily, because those people are not trustworthy. See, he will betray you one day and leave. Melissa said, I know how big a lowly and cheap kind of person you are saying this. She went inside. But Philip still stood there and said, please forgive me. Todd is really a very good man. I don't know what has happened to me these days. Perhaps all this is happening because for the last 2 years I have been talking only to toys. Hearing this, she opened the door and said, do you really talk to toys? He said yes and took her to meet his friends. Melissa said hi to them and said, now tell truthfully, what is your favorite movie? He said, Godfather is my favorite movie. Melissa asked then, why did you lie there? Philip said, I don't know. Perhaps because I have always wanted a girl like you. But what did I get this? Rotten bitter gourd, Carol? By the way, is there any chance with you? She said, absolutely not. Then changing the topic, he said, by the way, I was thinking this line for Carol. So how did you like this line? She said, absolutely perfect. Then next day when Philip was pooping in his pool, then Carol came there and said, you should clean your pool. The smell of your poop has spread in the whole neighborhood. But Philip refused to clean his pool because he liked to poop here only. Further, he went to meet Todd where he was sitting outside drinking coffee happily. Philip asked, last night very sounds were coming from your house. What was going on there? Todd said, I had honeymoon with Melissa all at night, in which he showed them a complaint board and said, from now all society complaints will be written here. And the first complaint I make is that from now both of you will not scream loudly while doing labor. On which Melissa said, whatever Todd, and I do. What is it to you? Philip asked Carol, don't you know that I am the President of America? Melissa said, what is all this nonsense? He said, come let's vote. Who all want these sounds to stop. But except him no one raised hand, so this complaint got rejected here. Then Carol. On which all three raised their hand. After that Todd and Melissa again went inside to have honeymoon. Then next morning Philip started cleaning his poop pool. Doing all this he was very angry. Then Melissa came to talk to him. She said, forgive me for making such sounds. Philip said, no problem, you people can continue your program. By the way, if I hadn't done fireworks that day, then Todd wouldn't be here and our honeymoon would have been awesome. Melissa said, but now I have Todd saying this. She left from there and Philip sitting there started making some plans. After that he took Todd with him, made excuse and told Todd that the car tire got punctured. Will you get down and check it? As soon as he got down, Philip took the car and left from there, and Todd stood there watching him in hope that he will definitely come back to take him while home. But then he stopped a little far and started shouting loudly what was he going to do, and unwillingly he came back to Todd. After that both went back towards home, seeing which she also became very happy. Then at night when all were sitting together, then Todd showed them dolls made by his own hands. Seeing which both girls got very impressed with him. Meanwhile Philip also started acting happy seeing them. After that Todd kept them on a table near Philip. But then Philip deliberately dropped them down. And said, man, it fell by mistake. Todd said, no problem, I will fix it again. Hearing this both girls got impressed with him again. That man, this guy is awesome. Next day Philip went to meet his friends and told them that this Todd has put pressure on my nose. Everyone talks only about him. Damn, no one cares about me. Saying all this, as soon as he came out then he saw something. Seeing which his senses that behind this door there is such a thing, seeing which all of your minds will go bad, and as soon as he opened that door, seeing a live cow in front, everyone got surprised. Todd said, we can take milk, curd, cheese, everything from this cow. And I also have experience of raising cows on my uncle's farm. Hearing this both girls got impressed with him again. That man, what an awesome guy he is. But then Philip said, no, this cow is mine, and I am allergic to everything made from milk. So this cow will stay here. Now before they could decide where the cow would stay, then that cow left from there and started eating grass in the garden. After that Todd tied her to a tree and started milking her. After that he took out a little milk in a vessel and showed it, seeing which both girls jumped and started drinking that milk. There Philip was also waiting for his turn, that he will also get milk to drink. But then Todd said, man, you are allergic to milk, nah, so you can't drink it. Hearing this Philip's face fell and he started leaving from there. Said, whatever happens, I will drink milk only. So as soon as night came he took out cow's milk in a vessel and started drinking. But then he saw someone coming there, so he hid behind a stone there. He saw that Melissa and Todd had come to take milk for making tea. Seeing both together his jealousy burned, so he opened the cow's rope so that all the blame of cow running away could be put on Todd. Then next morning Todd came running to the girls and said the cow is not there. After that all started searching for her together, but she was not found by anyone. Then he took all the blame on himself and said, perhaps I didn't tie the rope properly. Do. To which the cow ran away. Then Philip also said, yes, all this mistake is yours. You didn't tie the cow properly. But don't worry. I will help you in finding the cow. Even if I have to go to hell for that. Meanwhile, Melissa, who knew Philip well, told him, don't you know where that cow is? He said, are you crazy or something? How would I know? Why don't we search for her together? For which they took the whole city's map and divided it into 4 parts. Then Melissa asked Philip, where is your friend's bar? I have to go check that place. Because I don't trust you. After that, she reached straight to that bar. There Philip was also secretly following her. But then Melissa came out empty-handed from that bar. Seeing which, Philip quickly went inside, and not seeing the cow there, thought, if the cow is not here, then where did she go? After that, he left to search for that cow. But before him, Todd had already found that cow. Seeing which, Philip got jealous. But still he praised him, that man, you did a very good job. Meanwhile, Todd told him, brother, don't mind. But I want you to tell the girls that you found this cow. Philip said, okay, but why? Are you doing this for me? He said, brother, because of you only I am here. If you hadn't written on that board that day that one man is still alive, then I would never have come to this town, nor met Melissa. Now I have friends. A cow which I am very happy to have. And all this is only because of you. Then at night, when all were sitting together, then Philip said, look, I found the cow. Seeing which all became happy. Then at night, when all were sleeping in their respective homes, then Carol started screaming loudly. Hearing which, all reached her house and saw that the cow had entered Carol's house. Seeing which, Philip started making fun of her. On which Carol said, okay, we will let the cow stay here, and now anyway, the time has come that I should live in my husband's house only. Hearing which, Philip's laughter flew away and he became sad. After that, when both were on the bed, then Carol started applying coconut oil on her feet. Seeing all this, Philip was getting very angry on her, that man, who did I get stuck with? And moreover, Carol used to sleep wearing oxygen mask while sleeping, which made a lot of sound. And Philip couldn't sleep. But the poor guy, what could he do now? Then next morning, when Philip came down from his bedroom, he saw that something wrong had happened in his painting. Actually, someone had drawn a puppy on it. He asked Carol, who drew this puppy here, and from next time, no need to touch my painting. After that, he saw that all his dirty magazines were missing from there. He asked Carol, where are my magazines? Carol said, I packed them and kept in the garage. Philip said, I need magazines to masturbate. On which Carol gave him an advertising plate and said, watch this and masturbate. All this had now gone beyond Philip's tolerance. So he went out of that house. While going, Carol handed him a shopping list. Further, Philip did shopping of all those items which Carol had asked him to bring. After that, he gathered all those items, set them on fire, and cursing God said, why do you do all this only with me? That fat guy got such awesome item, Melissa, and what did I get? This rotten garbage. I also deserve some awesome girl with whom I can have fun. And then a car stopped in front of him, from which 2 awesome girls got down. Seeing which, Philip told God, wow, you listened very quickly. There those 2 girls also got surprised seeing Philip and thought finally they got someone to have honeymoon with. Now who were these 2 girls? And will Philip be able to have honeymoon with them, or is something worse going to happen in his fate? Keep watching to know. Thank you. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.